Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello? Am I got mic? Who did I do?
Yo. Yo, what's up, bro?
Wait, somebody can hear you. Somebody can hear you.
What?
Somebody follow you.
Yo, you want 1v1? Alright, come on. Yo, follow me? Wait, what's your name? No, what's your epic name? Furka 1v1. Oh, come on. Do this. We easy clap. It's my first game, so I don't know if I'm okay. What? If I get copyright, yeah, rest in peace to my channel. I swear.
Have you seen Mom? It's urgent.
No. Isn't she at work?
Not anymore. Yo! Before I forgot about you, little boy.
What? Yo.
These niggas ain't ready. Yeah. young boy trying to get involved. Come on then, let's get involved. Boss point now with a rap. Boss point now with a scrap. Boss point by the cake clap at the end of the match. You're gonna wish you never did that. Wish you never hit back. Cause a little boy gonna feel it when they get it, when they click, click, click. You ain't part of this group. You ain't sounding, you kook. Deciding why to be a side man. Why you're too busy making all the packs and then make your ranks and then spending all of that shit. Now Rosie is scared, and I know that you're listening, beginning to sweat. Little boy not looking innocent, oh, cause he wanna be relevant. God, had my name on my body, so you know I'm now in my element. Under my element, do me whatever you want. Still looking up to me. Tell me the name of the group, oh, cause they needed the help from me. Yeah, bitch, I was the coach. I'm the foundation for you to go run up. Keep playing FIFA, you ignorant fuck. The girl is a gold digger. Fuck, at least she knows how to suck. Oh shit.
What the fuck would I do with drugs? Tell me, but I'm
winning sauce. I'm the giant just peeling bugs. You're just a sick was MD. Need to get off MD. How many girls have you fucked in your life? One. That's bad. Your girlfriend's forehead badge. When you ask the scared to go give your head, I replies, which one? Your dad is a weirdo. He looks just like a pedo. All inbred and yeast. Your mom gets fucked by sheep. Your sister fucks a Grover. Family's really that deep. Sorry nigga, but I said it.
little boy not regretting.
You want to say that shit to me? Huh? You want to say that shit to me?
I'm probably not, you fucking idiot.
Fuck Rockstar, whatever they call it. First of all, I'm tired of the stupid YouTube rap. I'ma show you how to do this shit. Minus all the crap. I'm not the fire, I'm the match. I'm the one to start this shit. I'll burn you to the ground and extinguish you in peace. Fuck the side men, I can't stand them. Literally a bitch made people don't break them. Shit, looking at Thanos game and I just hate them. Now it's time for me to talk a little bit of mayhem. Now just this blue sidekick. I wanna be inclusive, but sucks more dick. He has a girlfriend too? Well played. But if he can get a girl, anyone can get laid. He's a fat shit too. He needs to be seen as thick. He reminds me of Precious, not black or thick. Your smallest bitches make the most noise, but your pockets are the thinnest out the side men boys.
Little bit with his Minecraft kick.
Let's this bitch. The fuck does Minecraft square dick? His eyebrows look like pubes. Just slash standing off his face. You're not a doctor. You are your parents disgrace.
Simon, you slender looking shit. We fuck the same girl. You grandma's like me. I'm joking. I'm joking. No. No. No, we're not putting that. We're not putting that.
Yo, what is up guys, Agility here. Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today, I'm going to be putting your guys' Fortnite skills to the test, literally. So those of you guys that have been subscribed to my channel for a while know that I've been studying and watching all sorts of Fortnite professional players and streamers in general that are really good at the game. From all the knowledge I've received from doing that series, I've decided I'm going to take all that and put it all in a test to see if you're better than a Fortnite pro player. Now today's video is a little special. It's going to be on a specific pro Fortnite player, which is Ninja. So if you can pass this test, then you're better than Ninja. So how does this test work? Basically what's going on is I'm going to ask you guys multiple choice questions. The questions will appear on screen. I'll give you guys about 7 seconds to pick an answer. If you got the question right, then you give yourself a point. Then at the end of the video, I'll let you know how many points you need to pass the test. So just make sure you keep track of all your points as you watch the video. Also, the questions are going to be random in terms of difficulty. This isn't a test that's going to get harder as you progress through the questions, so be prepared to be challenged at any point in this video. So now that all that's out of the way, it's time to find out if you're better than Ninja at Fortnite. Question number 1. If you had to choose between holding 10 minis or 250 shields, which one would you choose? You have 7 seconds starting now. The correct answer is to take 10 minis. While it is true that you can't get to a full 200 HP while holding minis, 10 minis give you a total of 250 shield to consume, while 250 pots only give you 100. If you're a good builder and have good reaction time, you can easily get out of a bad situation and pot minis over and over again to preserve your actual health. Plus, in a situation like that, 50 pots take longer to consume than a mini, so there's many more benefits to carrying a massive stack of minis compared to just holding 250 shields. On to the next question. Question number 2. In a build fight, what is the best material to build with? Wood, brick, or steel? This question is kind of tricky for those of you guys that are more casual players. You may not know that different materials have different amounts of health when placed. For example, while steel might have the most health altogether, it's the weakest type of material when you first place it down in a build fight. The reason for this is it only starts with 80 health, and it takes almost 20 seconds to reach its peak of 400 health. While wood may only have a max health of 200, half that of steel, its starting health is 100, and it only takes 5 seconds to completely build up to 200 health. Brick starts at 90 health and takes 12 seconds to build up to 300 health. So basically in a build fight, you're going to want to use the material that has the most health starting out and generates health the fastest. The reason for this is so many submachine guns have big magazines, shoot very quickly, and a lot of people use them in multiplayer now. It's very easy to counter building by shooting out materials before they have the chance to build up. So even though the starting health of wood may be within 10 or 20 HP of the other two materials, it generates health a lot faster in addition to that, and the result of those two factors makes wood actually take a few extra shots of an SMG to take down in a build fight than metal or brick, thus making it way more effective. So if you picked wood, congratulations, mark a point. Question number 3. What's the best utility to take high ground? Bounce pads, C4, or impulse grenades?
What?
So when someone gets the high ground on you, you basically have two options. Take the high ground back, or make them come down to you. So realistically, between these three utilities, impulse grenades and bounce pads will be used to claim high ground, and C4 will be used to bring the enemy down to earth. However, depending on what the enemy is building with, how big the fight is, and how much material there is to knock out, using C4 to knock the enemy down won't always be the best option. So if you're going to take the high ground, you got to use the impulse grenades or the bounce pads. Between those two, bounce pads are going to be the better bet in any situation. The biggest difference between the bounce pad and the impulse grenade is that the bounce pad, you don't risk taking fall damage. So if you're super high up in the air and accidentally mess up with the impulse grenade, you're going to fall and die. With bounce pads, there's no risk in falling to your death. Not to mention, if you do end up falling and you land on the ground, you won't take any help, and now you can knock out the structure and they'll fall to their death. So that makes bounce pads the overall best choice. Question number 4. What ramp is better? The default ramp or the edited triangle ramp? If you answer the default ramp, mark a point. I've seen a lot of players on console edit their pyramids to default work as ramps at the beginning of each game, so that if they want to build down from a build fight, they can have a default backwards ramp set. However, this is not a good idea. Maybe a few months ago this would have been a decent idea, but now there's bounce pads in the game, and the need to use a triangle as a ramp to get out of a build fight, or just to have it in general, is a lot less practical now. It's much better to use the default triangle in case you end up in a tight spot where the enemy is shooting down at you and you need to go on the defense. Alright guys, it's challenge time, and you only have 5 seconds to accomplish this challenge. Go down and smash that like button and subscribe
Yo, what's up, dude?
right now, and you'll get 5 years of incredible.
Yo. Hello? Yo. Yo, you wanna see this trick I did? I found out? I'll show you, hold up. You gotta go to Salty though. Bitch. Oh, hell no, baby. Prick. Cost money in the bathroom.